serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright of the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
Pretty dang good. As for North Callaway, they enter this one after a little bit of a rougher ending to the regular season. They ended the year on a 2-5 stretch, but they had a 7-game win streak near the end of September that was really feeling good, but it ended actually at Fulton. Fulton versus North Callaway was the game, and it was incredible. It's a rematch of the one-run North Callaway victory back on September 30th. So the Fulton victory, I should say, not North Callaway. It was a Fulton victory on September 30th, and a very, very good game that one was between Fulton and North Callaway. And you look at that game specifically, and there's a lot that you can take away from it, but this one's a new night, and it's a new game, and it's a lot different, especially because it is so cold out here. I am completely wrapped up in a coat. I've got 2 pairs of gloves on. I've got my hat on, and I know all the girls out there are going to be freezing tonight. And it's going to be difficult to play. It's difficult to play in cold temperatures, so that will be one thing to watch for. But along with that, this is a difficult game because, of course, these two teams are very well matched against each other. You look at their common opponents, and each one has matched what the other team did. Against California, both teams won. Against Tolton, both teams lost. Against Kirksville, both teams won. And against Moberly, both teams also won. So looking at the common opponents and looking at the game head-on-head against each other, there are a lot of similarities between these squads. So knowing who's going to win is really a toss-up in this one. So excited for a good game. Starting lineup's going to come up next. We're going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, first pitch just around the corner here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
And now it's time for that first pitch presented by Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty. As leading off this game is going to be Megan Schmidt, the opposing pitcher versus pitcher duel in the first pitch, missing high and outside for ball number 1 on the first pitch of the game, presented by Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty. A 1-0 count now to Megan Schmidt is just going to miss for ball number 2, so a 2-0 count. Taking a look at the starting lineup for North Callaway, Schmidt is followed by Kamori Myers, as that one misses away for ball number 3, a 3-0 count to Schmidt early on. Myers is followed by Ella Slater, then Abigail Schmidt, then Faith Cash, Olivia Knopflein, as that one is going to be in there, called strike number 1. Behind Knopflein is Kendra Pennell, the shortstop. Leah Bondurant is batting 8th, and Madison Gordon closes out the lineup for North Callaway. Hit back up to the middle. Cleanly fielded. The throw over to first is not there. It's low and goes wild into right field, but the right fielder there able to pick it up. Natalie Underwood, the pitcher for Fulton, had the ball come right back at her, but makes the error on the throw over to first base. So Megan Schmidt, a leadoff base runner for the Ladybirds. Behind her, Kaimori Myers, the center fielder tonight. The first pitch on the outside edge for strike number 1. A great spot by Underwood, just hitting the outside edge. So an 0-1 count with the runner on first base. Myers had 2 hits in that final game against Bowling Green. Taking off from first base, caught in a little bit of a pickle, but no throw back to first base. Just going to play it safe. And Megan Schmidt stays on that first bag. Myers, the center fielder, is now down in the count 0-2. And the 0-2 count, missing high. It gets over the glove of Underwood and back to the backstop. The runner does take from first to second, and Schmidt is in there. And it's a 1-2 count with the runner on second base and nobody away. Big way to start this game on the wild pitch. Ellis Slater on deck. The 1-2 count misses low and away, and it's back even at 2-2. Well, it was a good job by Natalie Underwood to build the 0-2 lead, but Kaimori Myers not chasing. 2-2 count. Drops in there, but it's hit into right center field. That gets down for a hit. It's off to the fence. Runner is taking off to second base, rounding third, heading home. She's in there, an RBI double for Kaimori Myers, and a way to get things started early in this game. And now Ellis Slater with a chance to really put a mark on this first inning. It's 1-0 North Callaway in the top of the first. This pitch is skied straight back foul over the seating and into the streets. So now an 0-1 count here after the RBI double by Kaimori Myers. 0-1 is ripped down the third base line, and it gets by into left field. The runner will round third and is coming home as Ellis Slater is into second base. A double. It's 2-0 North Callaway in the first. Well, an error let the leadoff base runner reach base, and then back-to-back RBI doubles have made it the 2-0 game. First pitch here to Abigail Schmidt. Misses low for ball number 1, and what an exciting way to begin this one. "1-0 is popped foul and out of play. So brings the count back even 1-1. And Natalie Underwood, this is not the way she had wanted to start tonight's game. But it's got to work with it as that one is on the inside edge for strike number 2. A good comeback pitch. That's what you want to strike back with. See what you can do. 1-2 count with the runner on second base. Swing and a miss on a pitch above the strike zone. That's out number 1 in the game. First strikeout of the game for Natalie Underwood, and still 2-0, but it brings Faith Cash up to the plate, the second baseman tonight. Taking a look at the defensive alignment, the pitcher tonight, Natalie Underwood, the catcher, Layla Underwood, at first base, Briley Ash, at second base, Kenzie Washington. The first pitch here to Faith Cash is in there, called strike number 1. At third base, Maddie Bright. At shortstop, Grace Evans. In left field, Taylon Clark. In center field, Miley Hawkins. And in right field, Olivia Weaver. As that pitch misses inside for ball number 1. Taking off to third base. It's going to be in there safe. So a wild pitch. As the count's now even 1-1. And the runner is on third base. Cash, a right-handed batter, has a runner on third base now. That's Ellis Slater. Only 1 away in the top of the first inning. 2-0 as that one misses low and inside. Brings the count 2-1. Megan Schmidt led off the inning and reached base on the throwing error by Natalie Underwood. And then Kaimori Myers with an RBI double, followed by an Ellis Slater RBI double. Slater's now on third base as this one is popped foul down the left field line and just between third and left field, and neither of them able to get there. So the count now 2-2. Cash looking to see if she can keep the offense rolling along. Only needs to put this ball in play, basically, to get that runner from third home. The 2-2 count is a swing and a miss. Strike number 3, back-to-back strikeouts for Natalie Underwood. A huge way to get this one going along. And now Olivia Knopflein up at the plate. First pitch to her, missing inside for ball number 1. Knopflein, the third baseman for North Callaway. Still the runner on third base with 2 away. 1-0 count, misses high, and it's 2-0. Knopflein had 2 hits against Bowling Green as well. You go back to just a couple days ago as this one misses inside, and it's 3-0. So she's had some productive games, especially as of late. Gonna see what she can do here. 3-0 count, just on the inside edge for strike number 1. Knopflein thought that it was a ball, and it was very close, but beautifully painting the edge was Natalie Underwood. Now a 3-1 count. This time it misses inside, and that's ball number 4. So Knopflein will take her walk over to first base, and now there's runners on the corners with 2 away. Quick meeting as Layla Underwood walked back to the mound real quick to talk with Natalie and the rest of the infield as they're calling out plays and making sure they're all set up right. A full moon off on the horizon as the sun has been set for a little while now. The temperature a crisp 51 degrees as this one on the lower part of the strike zone. A beautiful pitch against Kendra Pennell. Makes it an 0-1 count. Pennell, the shortstop for North Callaway. 0-1, she holds up on a check swing, or did she? Yes, she did. It's a 1-1 count. Runner still on the corners. Top of the first inning, 2-0 as this one is off the end of the bat, is a pop-up to third base, and it is caught for out number 3, but not before damage was done in this inning. There were 2 runs scored by North Callaway on 2 hits. There was also 1 error in the inning and 2 left on base. It's 2-0 North Callaway in the middle of the first. We'll step aside and come back with more softball for you after this on the Show Me Sports Network and Misha TV.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You want great benefits from your work, but you don't want a boring desk job. Then again, if you're active and working outside, your benefits are gonna be awful, if you have any at all. Unless you work at Salter Lawn Service. 4-day work weeks with a full 40 hours, paid overtime, vacation, 401k, and full health insurance. Right now, Salter is looking for career-minded workers, so get started with a career you'll love and benefits you can actually brag about. Apply now at salterlawnservice.com.
And welcome back in to more MSHSAA Class 3 District 4 softball here on the Show Me Sports Network and MSHSAA TV. I'm Austin Thomas as we enter the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-0 North Callaway, and Fulton looking to strike back at their first possible opportunity. Layla Underwood leads off with Miley Hawkins behind her. Briley Ash batting third. Maddie Bright batting cleanup. Natalie Underwood is batting fifth. Grace Evans sixth. Kenzie Washington seventh. Olivia Weaver eighth. And Taylin Clark ninth as the first pitch is on the outside edge for strike number one against Layla Underwood, the catcher for Fulton. The 0-1 count is Megan Schmidt takes the circle for North Callaway. It's off the end of the bat, rolling down first base line, but foul. Count rolls to 0-2. Looking back at North Callaway's defensive alignment, pitcher Megan Schmidt, catcher Abigail Schmidt, first baseman Leah Bondurant. 0-2 count is a check swing. Did she go? No, she didn't. That was close. It was well above the strike zone, but almost got Layla Underwood to go still. At second base, it's Faith Cash. At third base, Olivia Knopflein, as this one misses outside for ball number two. At shortstop, it's Kendra Pennell. Left field is Ella Slater. Center field, Kaimori Myers. And right field is Madison Gordon. That is North Callaway's defensive alignment. The 2-2 count now to Layla Underwood. It's fouled away and out of play. So Layla Underwood staying alive at the plate. She had a home run in the game against New Mexico right there at the end of the season. 2-2 is off the bat, over to shortstop. The throw to first, quick and in time for out number one. 6-3 on the putout as Kendra Pennell came up with that play for out number one. And now Miley Hawkins stepping into the batter's box for her first plate appearance, the center fielder. Looking to get things started. Fulton with one away and the base is empty, showing bunt and pulling back, but it's still a strike regardless. 0-1 count to Miley Hawkins, the senior outfielder, also a little bit of pitcher, as well as the 0-1 count in there for strike number two. Hawkins hoping to have a deep postseason run here in her final season, and that one missing high brings the count 1-2. Let's see what she and the rest of this Fulton team can do, as they are the higher seed, the 4 seed, but I mean, really it's a toss-up between the two, as it's ripped over to second base, fielded cleanly, and tossed over to first in time for out number two. So 4-3 on the putout there, as that was Faith Cash who came up with the play right there. It was ripped right at her, and a play that very easily could have seen the ball escape, as the first pitch here is a strike to Briley Ash. Ash, the first baseman for Fulton. 0-1 count. Two away, it's hit up the middle, over to second. The throw to first, in time. Another play by Faith Cash ends the inning, as there were 3 ground outs in that one. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first, and it's 2-0 North Callaway through 1. We'll step aside and return with more district quarterfinal softball here on the Show Me Sports Network and MSHSAA TV.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
The top of the second inning just about to get underway here in Southern Boone as North Callaway is taking on the Fulton Hornets here in Class 3 District 4 softball. It's a 2-0 North Callaway lead as the Ladybirds look to extend their advantage here in the top of the second inning. Leah Bondurant leading things off, the first baseman for North Callaway, facing Natalie Underwood still in the circle. First pitch misses low and inside for ball number 1. Due up this inning, Bondurant followed by Madison Gordon and Megan Schmidt back at the top of the order. 1-0 count to Bondurant is a swing and a miss. Brings the count back even 1-1. Back in that first inning, the offense really rolling along for North Callaway thanks to a pair of RBI doubles. 1-1 in there for strike number 2. Makes it a 1-2 count. Well, not too poor of a pitching inning for Natalie Underwood, as the first batter that got on that ended up coming up around to score was via an error. And time called here as the lights are coming into question. And we take a pause here to make sure that the lights are... the headlights. There is a car over there that has bright headlights on. And I'm partially hoping that's not my car. I don't think that's my car. My car is well a ways from here. Well, I don't know whose car it is, but we're waiting on somebody to turn off their headlights right now. So, I don't know. There's plenty of baseball bats around here, or, you know, softball bats. I'm sure you could pick one up. Go bring them over to the car. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. But whenever we come back, there we go. Headlights are turned off. We're successful, and we're about ready to get back into play. And a 1-2 count with nobody out for Leah Bondurant, the leadoff batter in this inning. Natalie Underwood back in the circle and fires as this one is popped up down the third base line into foul territory, running over to it and making the catch, Maddie Bright for out number 1. So a pop out is the first out of this second inning. 2 strikeouts on Natalie Underwood's line from that first inning. But really, you just focus on getting outs. That's the point. Madison Gordon up at the plate, left-handed batter. She shows bunt but pulls back as that one missed away for ball number 1. Gordon, the right fielder, looking to see what she can do. And the 1-0 count. Fires, missing low and away again. Quickly 2-0 to the North Callaway right fielder. Gordon, the sophomore, as this one is hit Over to a pop-up down third base again. Right there for Maddie Bright, who trails into foul territory to make the catch. That's out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down in the second inning for Natalie Underwood. Well, that's actually 3 consecutive flyouts to Maddie Bright. Wouldn't you know that? It was a pop out to her to end the first inning, then a pop out in the second, and that fly out right there is this pitch in there on the outside edge for strike number 1 to Megan Schmidt. Schmidt back up for seconds after she led off the game for North Callaway and reached base on the error from Natalie Underwood as that pitch misses outside for ball number 1. Brings the count 1-1. It was a comebacker that went right to Underwood, who was able to pick it up pretty easily, but it was the toss to first that went awry. 1-1 inside and on the edge for strike number 2. Now a 1-2 count with 2 away. There's a couple clouds that are very low right now, and I'm kind of noticing those above the field. It seems very eerie. It seems like Halloween themes. I like it. It's 2-2 count as that one was a ball as well. 2-2 in there, called strike 3 looking. And that does it for the top of the second inning. Natalie Underwood with a comeback second. 3 up, 3 down, but it remains 2-0 North Callaway. Fulton looking to make a statement themselves. See if they can have any part of a comeback when we come back from break here on the Show Me Sports Network and Misha TV.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And welcome back into the Show Me Sports Network's coverage of Class 3 District 4 softball on Misha TV. It's the bottom of the second inning. Fulton looking to come back from down 2-0 as they went down 1-2-3 in the first, and Maddie Bright leads things off here after making already 3 defensive plays in this game as the third baseman for Fulton. First pitch here is a swing and a miss. Puts her down in the count 0-1. Bright, a senior infielder, also with, of course, a little bit of pitching. 0-1 count is fouled away, out of play, as a couple of young fans go running over and trying to pick up that softball. So now an 0-2 count to Bright. I saw there was just one young fan behind us who, as soon as that thing was hit, he was bolting out of his seat. 0-2 is popped straight behind us, and that one is going to land right next to us in the netting. It was on the field side of the play, nearly went out of play, but it stayed in but hit the net, so it's a foul ball by Maddie Bright. I think there were about 10 seconds while that was up in the air where I was thinking that was going to hit me. 0-2 count is hit up the middle, over to second base, going to the ground. She's able to smother it, but not able to make the throw over to first base. It's an infield single for Maddie Bright. Would have been an incredible play if Faith Cash was able to make that out, but nonetheless, it's the first base runner of the game for Fulton as they get a leadoff runner on first. Quite the way for things to get rolling along. And now it's Natalie Underwood who's stepping up to the plate. The pitcher versus pitcher matchup again. First time on this side of the ball as that one's off the glove and rolling to the right side of the infield, another infield hit. It was off the end of Megan Schmidt's glove, and it landed kind of in that no man's land in between first and second. So now there's runners on both first and second for Fulton. They are threatening here in the bottom of the second inning, and looks like we're going to get a pinch runner. As that is Leah Morse for Fulton. Morse, a sophomore outfielder, used as the pinch runner for Underwood. And now Grace Evans stepping up to the plate. Evans, a right-handed batter. Runners on first and second. That pitch missing low, and it's 1-0. Still a 2-0 lead for North Callaway. Fulton with runners on first and second and nobody out, though. This is a key opportunity for them as it's hit up the middle into center field. That lands down, and the runners will stay at their bases, and they are loaded. Grace Evans with the third consecutive single for the Hornets, and the bases are filled. And it's up to Kenzie Washington to see what she can do with the bases loaded and nobody out. A must-score opportunity for Fulton. In a 2-0 ball game, that one missing outside for ball number one. Washington, the second baseman for Fulton tonight. And the junior is going to foul this one away off the netting behind home. Brings the count back even 1-1. A big spot here for Washington. Left-handed batter. Has runners on every bag. Infield is pushed in as this one misses high for ball number two. You see the infield is kind of pinched in towards the middle, but Washington hasn't really shown bunt. It seems like they're just expecting that. And that pitch in there on the lower part of the strike zone for strike number two. It's back even at 2-2. Washington trying to fight right here. A walk is as good as a hit in this. Well, maybe not quite, but 2-2, that one hits her, and she will take her base. A hit by pitch is an RBI for Kenzie Washington, and it's 2-1. North Callaway still in the lead, but their lead does shrink by 1 point. So the base is still loaded with nobody out. Megan Schmidt. She pitched 7 innings with 9 strikeouts against Bowling Green to end the season as that one is ripped down the third base line, but just foul. That was close. It was riding that line for the early part of it, but right as it got near the bag, it just bypassed it. 0-1 count for Olivia Weaver, the right fielder. But Megan Schmidt, I mean, she had an incredible game back against Bowling Green. 0-1 count. That one misses away for ball number one. So she was hoping that that would let her carry over into tonight's game. And in the first inning, it certainly seemed like it would. But this second inning so far, a single, and then a hit by pitch. And now a 1-1 count to Weaver. Here's the pitch. It's a slap hit that's fouled back into the netting, and it's 1-2. Olivia Weaver, a senior for the Hornets. As that pitch is called, strike 3 looking. And a huge out for Megan Schmidt. And a can't-miss spot for her. And that's her first strikeout of the game, and now it's Taylon Clark's turn with the bases loaded. She's in the 9-hole in the game tonight. And on deck, it's Layla Underwood. The leadoff batter. Is the first pitch here is a rough swing on a pitch that missed inside, and Taylon Clark knew it and stepped out of the box and kind of looked up to the sky on that one. She's hoping for a better swing at this pitch. 0-1 count here. Misses low and inside. It was a very similar pitch to the one that she just swung at, but she's able to use that to her advantage, having seen the pitch earlier. 1-1 count with one away. Bases still loaded in a 2-1 North Callaway lead. Fulton trying to take it, and a swing and a miss there makes it 1-2. Clark visibly upset that last swing on a pitch that was above the strike zone, and takes a practice hack. Now steps back into the box, ready to go. 1-2, swing and a miss. That was above the strike zone, and she is down on strikes. Out number 2. Back-to-back Ks for Megan Schmidt. The bases were loaded with nobody out. It seems like she might be able to get out of this. Layla Underwood, though, trying to avoid that. Underwood, for her second time tonight, will be facing Megan Schmidt. Is that pitch just missing away for ball number 1? Underwood had a pretty good leadoff at bat against Schmidt back in the first inning. Took 6 pitches before she went down on a ground out to short. So this pitch is off the bat and rolls foul. Now back to a 1-1 count for the Fulton catcher. Underwood, again, a senior player for this Fulton squad. Trying to see if she can help make a deep playoff run. Bases loaded, 1-1 count with 2 away. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Can Megan Schmidt finish it off without further harm? It was 3 consecutive singles and then a hit by pitch, but yet only 1 run to show for it so far. Layla Underwood sends this one into right field, but foul. That was well hit, but couldn't straighten it out. The count stays at 1-2. So a 1-2 count for Layla Underwood. Here's the pitch. It's again fouled away, and this time it's going to be into the sidewalk. Oh, I finally found where the flag was. Man, I was looking all over for that during the national anthem. 1-2 count with 2 away. Bases still loaded. A 1-run game. Fulton a chance to take the lead. It's hit over to shortstop. It's under the glove and into center field. 1 run scores. Another run rounding for home, and it's a Fulton lead. 3-2 in the bottom of the second. Layla Underwood with the RBI single in the playoffs. Well, this game is certainly exciting, even though it's only the second inning. This is exactly what we expected entering it as well. Runner on first and second with 2 away. This pitch missing high and outside to Miley Hawkins. 1-0 count to her. Kenzie Washington still on second base. And the pitch misses high and outside for ball number 2. It's 2-0 to Hawkins. Briley Ash is on deck and would be next if Hawkins able to safely reach. Here's the 2-0, missing below the strike zone, and it is 3-0 to Hawkins. Megan Schmidt had 2 strikeouts on Olivia Weaver and on Taylin Clark. But the other 5 batters this inning have all been able to reach base safely as that pitch misses high, and it's ball 4. The bases are again loaded for the Hornets. A chance to blow this one wide open early on for Briley Ash. The senior first baseman for Fulton stepping into that batter's box, ready to go. The first pitch is going to miss for ball number 1. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Megan Schmidt, who's got to find her control right now. One 0 count, check swing, and it's a ball. One wasn't too far below the strike zone, but still a 2-0 count. Ash trying to extend the lead. It's 3-2 Fulton. Hit into left field. Running up on it. And that one diving, sliding. Did she make the catch? She did. That ends the second inning. A sliding grab by Ellis Slater in left field ends the second inning. But again, it wasn't before. 3 runs were scored by Fulton thanks to 4 hits in the inning. They do leave them stranded. All 3 bases, no errors in that inning, and it's 3-2 Fulton at the end of 2 innings. We'll step aside when we come back. More district softball coming up next here on the Show Me Sports Network on Misha TV.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, RE/MAX Boone Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, RE/MAX Boone Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
Welcome back in. It's the top of the 3rd inning here in Southern Boone as Fulton and North Callaway are going at it, and it's currently a 3-2 Fulton lead, but North Callaway had the 2-0 lead in the first inning, and they held that all the way up until this past inning, and it was the 2 RBI single from Layla Underwood, which made it this 3-2 ball game as she put them ahead. They were down 2-1, put them ahead 3-2 as this first pitch misses high for ball number 1 to Kaimori Myers. But a great catch to end that inning as well is worth noting by Ella Slater, who's on deck, as that pitch is a swing and a miss. Makes it a 1-1 count. Myers hit an RBI double back in the first inning. That was the first run of the game after Megan Schmidt had reached safely. 1-1 count, missing away, and it's 2-1. Myers also did come around to score after Slater doubled. 2-1 count to Myers, and that one's popped straight back, still in play, but it's out of the reach of Layla Underwood and drops for a foul ball. 2-2 count for Myers, who's 1 for 1 in the game. Trying to see if she can stay perfect from the plate. And the 2-2 count, missing high, and the count is full. She also did a good job of that back in the first inning, took it to a 2-2 count before ripping her double. So definitely likes to see a few pitches per at-bat. Here's the 3-2, that one missing low and away, ball number 4, and a base runner will lead off the inning on first base for North Callaway. The Ladybirds trying to strike back after losing their lead in the second inning. And a mound visit here, as we will see what happens. Tim Eckelmeyer, the head coach for Fulton, stepping out to talk with Natalie Underwood. Make sure that things are all going out well there. Of course, this Fulton team has been pretty good offensively. You look at that 7 runs per game, but the 4.6 runs allowed per game as well. Certainly something to consider is, well, currently they're on pace to be above that. 2 runs in 2 innings. And not seeing something that Eckelmeyer didn't see something he was liking after that leadoff walk. Although from my view, I just saw Myers working the count. First pitch here is fouled straight back into the netting by Ella Slater. 0-1 count by the right-hander. Slater did hit the RBI double back in the first inning, and also made that great defensive play to end the second inning and really save a couple runs right there, as this one pops out of the glove of Layla Underwood, but no harm on that. Instead, it's just a ball. It was a pitch that missed away and kind of made her go and grab for it. So a 1-1 count now is a check swing here. I don't think she went. No, she didn't. It was good discipline to hold up on that swing and brings the count 2-1. So the 2-1 count with the runner on first misses low, and it's 3-1. These North Callaway batters certainly doing a good job working the count in this third inning. Top of the third, and it's a 3-2 Fulton lead. 3-1 count, misses away, and now there's runners on first and second. A 4-1 walk, and that's back-to-back walks to start this third inning for North Callaway. Well, certainly staying disciplined up there. That's something that you want to see. And now the first pitch here to the righty, Abigail Schmidt, is fouled off the left side and off the padding behind home plate. 0-1 count. Schmidt, the catcher for North Callaway. She struck out swinging back in that first inning, as Fulton making some call-outs right now and getting their defensive alignment right. The 0-1 count. Sent up the middle, it's gloved. The throw over to third base is in time. A nice play by Natalie Underwood to get the lead runner out. That is a difficult play to make on the grounder. 1-5 for the force out, and everyone else is safe, though. So still runners on first and second. But a key play right there to make sure that there is no runner on third base, as now Natalie Underwood is across the 50-pitch marker. 52 pitches, actually. And Faith Cash up to the plate. Cash, the second baseman, stepping into the batter's box. Runners on first and second. And here's the pitch. It's sent up the middle, and there a flip from short to second is in time for out number 2. So 6-4 on another force out. And Faith Cash is safe at first base, but it does advance the runner from second to third, so Ellis Slater moves on to third base on that play, which, well, we'll see what that has to do with 2 outs here. And you're not as worried about the third base runner as there's a swing and a miss. It looks like a foul ball, so it's a dead ball. Olivia Knopflein up at the plate. The third baseman for North Callaway. She's wearing a dark green sweatshirt compared to everyone else who's wearing the black shirt over top of their jersey. It stands out a little bit here. It's a fashion statement, I'll say. 0-1. Check swing held off. It's high and away, and it's a 1-1 count. Knopflein is 0 for 0 on the day because she took a walk back in the first inning. Runners on the corners. 1-1 count with 2 away. Misses high, and it's 2-1. Still a 3-2 Fulton lead in the top of the third inning. North Callaway looking to tie this one. Is that one on the lower edge of the strike zone, and it catches the edge. It's 2-2. 2-2 count with 2 away. Runners on first and third. Here's the pitch. It's flied up in the air towards the third base line and able to corral that one in. Maddie Bright makes another catch there in foul territory on the third base side, and that ends the top of the third inning. And so no runs ended up being scored, no hits, but 2 runners left on base thanks to the 2 walks, no errors either. And it is 3-2 Fulton in the middle of the third. We'll step aside, come back with more softball for you here on the Show Me Sports Network on Misha TV.
There's no better way to celebrate a special event or show someone just how important they are to you than gifting them something handcrafted from Country with a Heart. Handmade in mid-Missouri, Country with a Heart specializes in hand-built woodworking projects for every occasion. Their design collection includes children's furniture, doll furniture, household items, holiday decor, outdoor decorations, custom projects, and everything in between. To view their full inventory of projects, visit countrywithaheart.com and find them on Facebook by joining the Country with a Heart group page.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
And welcome back in the bottom of the third inning here between Fulton and North Callaway. The first pitch missing high for ball number 1 to Maddie Bright, who led off that second inning with a single. And, well, it's a cool night here. 49 degrees outside right now as that pitch missing high and away and going to the backstop for ball number 2. Bright playing third base for Fulton. Scored that run in the second inning. Just advanced base after base. That's all they needed to take the lead. 2-0 count. This one is hit high into right field, running into foul territory, not going to be able to get there in time. Madison Gordon was giving that one chase over there, but not quite able to reach it. And it just drops foul. 2-1 count for Maddie Bright. Bright, a senior infielder. He's made a bunch of defensive plays as this one misses below the strike zone and makes it 3-1. It seems like always in that foul territory. But she has not dropped one, which is quite impressive defensively. Offensively, of course, 1 for 1 on the game. And the 3-1 count misses high and, well, still 1 for 1, but she's reached base twice as she takes her free bag on 4 balls. And now it'll bring up Natalie Underwood, who's also 1 for 1 on the game for her second at bat. Underwood was able to reach base on the single, but was pinch ran for by Leah Morse. Expect the same thing here if she's able to get on base, but instead this one is popped straight back, foul, and out of play. So an 0-2 count, or sorry, an 0-1 count. Runner on first base is Maddie Bright. Here's the 0-1, and this one is hit high into right center field. It could be in the gap, and that one's going to get down in front of right field, and that lands for a single. Madison Gordon running up on it, tried to dive, but wasn't able to get there in time, and now there are runners on first and second. And indeed, there is the pinch runner in Leah Morse stepping onto the base paths for Natalie Underwood, but runners on first and second. This is huge. And now Grace Evans at the plate as this one is popped up and foul and out of play. And 52 pitches now for Megan Schmidt as she's crossed that 50 pitch mark. 0-1 count for the Fulton shortstop, who was part of that second inning where they had 3 consecutive singles and that one in there for a strike. And they had back-to-back-to-back singles between Maddie Bright, Natalie Underwood, and then Grace Evans. And well, Maddie Bright and Natalie Underwood have both gotten on base again, and this time trying to see if she can get on base. It's into left field. That gets down for a hit. A blooper into left field, and there they do it again. Back-to-back-to-back runners on base, just as they did in the second inning, and the bases are loaded with nobody out in the third. Kenzie Washington with another chance to see if she can get a second RBI. Washington had the RBI on the hit by pitch back in the second inning. She'd like to have a couple more RBIs here and takes that one outside for ball number 1. I'm sure she'll take a walk or two. Left-handed batter here is the 1-0 count, and Megan Schmidt looking at her arm and making sure she's got the right pitch dialed up and fires that one in and low for ball number 2. Washington did do a fair job of working the count before her hit by pitch, had a 2-2 count. And then, of course, the pitch missed inside and hit her. So the 2-0 from Schmidt fires, and it drops in there for strike number 1. It's a good comeback pitch from Megan Schmidt, who's looking for a little bit of momentum to go her way. So now a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. It misses low, and it's 3-1. Fulton still holding their one-run lead, but a chance to extend it to even bigger right here. They would love to get the insurance. Infield is pushed a little bit in. 3-1 count. Sent down third base line, and fielding the throw back to first is in time. They get the lead runner out. So a key play right there. Olivia Knopflein diving forward for that one and tossing it back to the catcher, Abigail Schmidt, who was able to step on the bag and get the lead out. So 5-2 on the putout. And now it's the lefty Olivia Weaver's turn, as that one hits the outside edge for strike number 1. So an 0-1 count to her. And that pitch just misses for ball number 1. So a 1-1 count. Weaver struck out looking back in that second inning. Saw 4 pitches. Weaver, the right fielder for Fulton. And the 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Puts her down in the count 1-2. Trying to stay alive here. Weaver, a senior here at Fulton, and the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. She goes down swinging, and that's 2 away in the third inning. And can Megan Schmidt avoid big damage here? It looks like we are having a pinch hitter here, as that'll be Karai Camp, the junior, stepping in for Taylon Clark. Karai Camp, a junior catcher / outfielder. And making the switch here was head coach Tim Eichelmeyer. Wow, I apologize for that. That was... So Karai Camp coming into the game. With 2 outs and the bases loaded, this is a spot that Eichelmeyer thinks that Fulton can't pass on. It's fouled away. So an 0-1 count. Camp, a right-hand batter, takes that one high for ball number 1. It's back even at 1-1. The runner on third is Leo Morse. On second, Grace Evans. And on first, it's Kenzie Washington. 1-1 count is fouled back and into the netting. And now it's 1-2. Camp hoping to keep this inning going along, but more specifically, in order to do that, she's got to score a run. So hoping to extend the lead. 1-2 count, swing and a miss, and she goes down on strikes. What a way for Megan Schmidt to work back from the first 3 runners all reaching safely to the next 3 all going down. And it remains a 3-2 game. No runs despite 2 hits, 3 left on base. And it's 3-2 Fulton through 3. When we come back, the top of the 4th here on the Show Me Sports Network on MSHSAA TV.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
And welcome back into more high school softball, the district quarterfinals here at Class 3 District 4. Here at Southern Boone, Fulton leads 3-2 in the fourth inning. And, well, it'll be North Callaway to see what they can do and see if they can start a comeback. They had a pretty good inning back in the third, but ultimately they weren't able to score. And that included having 2 runners on base. They led off with back-to-back walks, but able to work through that. Now Kendra Pennell stepping up to the plate. She's 0 for 1 in the game as that pitch misses inside for ball number 1. Pennell is the shortstop tonight. A sophomore as she watches that one miss for ball number 2. Popped out to third base back in that first inning as, well, it seems like so many people have flown out to third base today. 2-0 count. Hit softly on the ground over to shortstop. The throw back to first is in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the putout there. And that's out number 1 in this fourth inning. So Pennell now 0 for 2 in the game, and it brings up Leah Bondurant. And Bondurant, I should say, is 0 for 1 in the game. First pitch to her in there for strike number 1. A little bit elevated, but a good pitch. Bondurant, the first baseman for North Callaway. 0-1 count, misses low and gets away from Layla Underwood and rolls slowly back to the backstop. Now a 1-1 count. Bondurant popped up in foul territory over to third base. Her first time up to Maddie Bright as this one is popped up foul and looking like it'll get out of play. It does. So the count remains 1-2. Or goes to 1-2, I should say. So a 1-2 count now with 1 away. Here's the pitch. It's again popped up and goes straight back and out of play. So she's staying alive at the plate. Bondurant, the senior infielder for North Callaway. Seeing what she can do here. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. She got under that pitch. A great off speed there from Natalie Underwood, and that's out number 2 in the inning. 2 up, 2 down so far, and it's up to Madison Gordon to keep this inning rolling along. Gordon, the left-handed batter, steps into the batter's box. 0 for 1 on the day. Natalie Underwood looking back home and gets ready to fire as that one misses away and showing bunt attempt there, but pulled back, and it's a 1-0 count. To the North Callaway right fielder is in the dirt. That one more of a Looked like it slipped out of her hand and just not where she wanted that to go. 2-0 count. And that pitch again going to miss, and it's 3-0. Gordon flew out to third base back in that second inning. See if she can get on base here. She had a 2-0 count there. She puts a bunt down, but it goes into foul territory. She got on top of that pitch as well, and not what she wanted to do, and it's 3-1. Gordon, a sophomore outfielder for North Callaway. Let's see what she can do. Here's the pitch. It's a bunt attempt again, but it rolls foul, and so the count moves full. So I assume you aren't going to see a bunt attempt here, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen. Gordon seeing the sixth pitch of the plate appearance here in a 3-2 count with 2 away. Bases are empty, and this one is hit into center field pretty well. Going back, that gets over the glove of the center fielder. She's rounding first and heading to second. She's rounding second and going to third. Can she get the triple? Slides in safe. Madison Gordon, a 2-out triple here in the fourth inning. Well, start some momentum yourself, why don't you? And now Megan Schmidt stepping up to the plate with a chance to tie it up. Tie it up or take the lead with a home run. Schmidt 0 for 2 on the game, but did reach in the first. This pitch misses low for ball number 1. Back to the top of the order for North Callaway. Schmidt, of course, the pitcher for North Callaway tonight, so we get that pitcher versus pitcher matchup again. Here's the 1-0, that one missing inside, and it's a 2-0 count. Schmidt reached first on the error, the throwing error from Natalie Underwood back in that very first plate appearance of the game, but she struck out looking back in the second. 2-0 count, misses high and away, and it's 3-0. But she's shown a keen eye throughout the game. She had a 3-1 count before putting the ball in play in the first, and a 2-2 count before striking out in the second. Now, of course, has the 3-0 count here. Shows bunt, pulls back, misses high, ball 4, and there's runners on the corners. Quack, quack, ducks on the pond as Kaimori Myers stepping into the batter's box with a 1-for-1 night where she has the RBI double from the first inning, and then, of course, the walk in the third inning. Runners on first and third. Megan Schmidt on first and Madison Gordon on third. Still a 3-2 Fulton lead. North Callaway a chance to take the lead. And that one on the outside edge for strike 1 to Myers. Fulton had the win in the regular season as that one misses outside for ball number 1. It's a 1-1 count. Fulton has the lead now. 1-1 is off the end of the bat and drops foul down the third base line and off the dugout. So now a 1-2 count to Kaimori Myers. And she certainly worked the count well tonight. 2-2 count back in the first and then a 3-2 count in the third. This time watches that one miss high and it's 2-2 again. She's seen at least 5 pitches in every one of her plate appearances so far. Did score the run in the first inning as well as that one misses low and away. The count is full. A chance in the top of the fourth for North Callaway to tie it or take the lead, and it's up to Kaimori Myers. Here's the pitch. It's hit over to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first in time for out number 3. 6-3 on the putout, and that ends the North Callaway threat. Again, they get 2 runners on. They put them on the corners, but with 2 outs, they aren't able to make anything of it. They get 1 hit. No runs on it, though, and they leave 2 stranded. It remains a 3-2 Fulton lead in the middle of the 4th. When we come back, it's, of course, going to be time to see what can Fulton do on the offensive side of the ball after this on the Show Me Sports Network on Mission TV.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
And the number 4 seed against the number 5 seed is back on the air as we get ready for Fulton to take the offensive side of the field right here. And the first pitch is going to miss low for ball number 1 to Layla Underwood, who leads off this inning. Underwood 1 for 2 on the game tonight. And the 1-0 misses high and away, and it's 2-0. Megan Schmidt back on the mound for North Callaway and seeing what she can do. 3 innings pitched so far, and just the 2 runs allowed, or 3 runs allowed so far, as that one is on the edge for strike number 1. Overall, not too bad of a performance from her, but you're hoping that she can lock it in. She certainly showed some momentum near the end of that 3rd inning, as this one is fouled off the bat. Now to play, it's back to 2-2. It was a walk and then back-to-back singles to start off the 3rd inning. But then Megan Schmidt really turned it around, got the ground out right to third base, which allowed them to make the play at home, and then she followed that up with back-to-back Ks. 2-2 count to Underwood is hit high into right field, running over to it, has some space but not quite able to get there. It drops foul. As that was Madison Gordon who was running over to it. She, of course, had the triple near the end of that 4th inning run that Fulton tried to, or North Callaway tried to have. 2-2 count. Off the end of the bat, it's a slow roller up to the circle. The throw over to first is in time, and that is out number 1. 1-3 on the putout. And there's one away for Miley Hawkins. Hawkins, the right-handed hitting center fielder for Fulton. Bases are empty. 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 4th, and Fulton already leads, but looking to add on to that. Here's the first pitch. It's on the outside edge for strike number 1. Hawkins 0 for 1 on the night. Also has a walk. Here's the 0-1. Missing away, and it's back even 1-1. Walk was her last plate appearance in the 2nd inning. And she grounded out 4-3 back in the first. Here's the 1-1, a swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2 to Hawkins. Hawkins, the senior outfielder for Fulton, looking to see what she can do. Here's the 1-2. Missing low for ball number 2, and it's now a 2-2 count. And she's seen at least 4 pitches in each of her plate appearances so far, and certainly has done a good job of keeping an eye on the ball. Took that walk in the second. Is that one on the outside edge. Called strike 3 looking. A great spot by Megan Schmidt, and that's back-to-back outs to start off this 4th inning. And now it's up to Briley Ash, who's 0 for 2 on the game, to see what she can do. Ash, the left-handed hitter for Fulton. Couple of lefties on this squad. First pitch to her is hit a slow roller down the first base line, and a foot race. It's going to be won by North Callaway, and that's out number 3. So 3 unassisted to finish that frame, and it's 3 up, 3 down, no runs scored, and it remains a 3-2 Fulton lead through 4 innings. It's a good one. We've got the top of the 5th coming up next for you here on the Show Me Sports Network on MSHSAA TV.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
We are entrepreneurs.
And welcome back into the Show Me Sports Network's coverage of Class 3 District 4 softball. The quarterfinals still about underway here, and it's a 3-2 Fulton lead over North Callaway as we get ready to start the 5th inning. And the first pitch here missing high and away to Ella Slater. Slater is 1 for 1 on the game. She doubled in the first inning, and that pitch gonna miss as well. It's a 3-0 count to Slater. Slater, the left fielder, has that one in there for strike number 1. Kind of just watched that with the 3-2, the 3-0 count. I mean, you're kind of taking that one all the way. And now the 3-1 hit up the middle. That one's off the second base bag and into center field. And a leadoff single for Ella Slater. Now 2 for 2 on the game with a walk. She's having herself a night out there. And, well, getting the offense started again for North Callaway. They've had 2 runners on base in each of the last 2 innings, but have not scored them. They scored the 2 runs in the first inning, a very productive frame, but nothing past then as the foul is straight back and to the backstop, but Ella Slater was off and running for second base off of it. An 0-1 count to Abigail Schmidt now, who is 0 for 2 on the game. Struck out swinging back in the first as this one misses high and tight. The throw back down to first is not going to catch her in time. Ella Slater got kind of caught between bases. But she was able to slide back into first base safely, so no foul there. And a 1-1 count to the righty. This pitch missing low and inside, and it's 2-1. Schmidt grounded into that force out back in the third inning. It was a comebacker to the pitcher where she fielder's choiced over to third base, and this one again missing, and it's 3-1. Well, a couple of 3-1 counts here to start off the fifth inning. See what Abigail Schmidt can do. Here's the 3-1, and it's got rolled over top of it, but they'll just throw to first base and get the out there. So 1-3 on the putout, but Ella Slater moves on over to second base. And there's a runner in scoring position with one away here in the top of the fifth. And again, North Callaway has not had really that much trouble getting base runners. It's been getting them across home recently that's been the problem. Faith Cash now up at the plate, right-handed batter. First pitch misses low and inside for ball number 1. Cash 0 for 2 on the game. She struck out swinging back in the first. Grounded into a forced out to shortstop in the third. The 1-0 misses high, and it's 2-0 to her. Cash, the second baseman for North Callaway. As that pitch is in there for a strike, and it is 2-1. Cash, the senior infielder, looking to make some memories here in this final season. 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Was on the upper part of the strike zone, and a good spot. Caught Faith Cash looking. 2-2 count. Runner on second base with one away. North Callaway down 1. Going to see if they can tie it up here. And Faith Cash swings and misses. Strike number 3. And there's now 2 away here in the top of the fifth. Strikeout number 5 for Natalie Underwood. And Olivia Knopflein up at the plate. And the first pitch she sees, she hits it up the middle and into center field. It gets down, rounding third and coming home. The throw, not in time, an RBI single, and this game is tied. Knopflein advanced over to second base as well on the throw coming home. But the most important thing is the score is now 3-3 in the top of the fifth. Finally, North Callaway coming through with 2 outs. And it's Olivia Knopflein. And this one is hit well into left field. That one gets down for a hit. Kendra Pennell with it. And it's a ground rule double as it bounces through the fence and back to the baseball outfield. And it's now a 4-2 North Callaway lead. And again, this game flips on its head. Natalie Underwood doing such a good job out there on the mound, but not quite going to avoid a big inning here by North Callaway. They take the lead here in the fifth as that one misses for ball number 1 to Leah Bondurant. So a 4-3 lead for North Callaway in the top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Misses low and inside for ball number 2. So a 2-0 count to Bondurant. the first baseman for North Callaway, a right-handed batter. 2-0 count is well hit into left field, but just foul. Well, the crowd reacted like that was going to be a double, and for a second I thought so as well. It's Natalie Underwood over 100 pitches now, and well, it is quite a cold night out here. I'll say that much. The last time I checked, it was 48 degrees. I assume that it's closer to 46 now, as there's a swing and a miss by Bondurant. Makes it a 2-2 count. I'm going to say it's closer to 47 now. That'll be my official guess without looking. And I just know that I'm right. Anyways, 2-2 count here. Oh, man, I was off. It's 49 degrees. 2-2 count. Misses inside, and it hits her. Leah Bondurant took that one off the calf. And now there's runners on first and second, and a mound visit here. That will do it for Natalie Underwood so far tonight, and they're going to make a pitching change. So the first pitching change of the game for either team is Natalie Underwood is checking out and into the field at 104 pitches. After the hit by pitch there, it seems like maybe the control a little bit off. And it looks like we are going to get Briley Ash on the mound. So Ash taken to the circle and getting her warm-up pitches in here. And we're going to go ahead and step aside. And when we come back, we've got the remainder of the fifth inning for you here on the Show Me Sports Network on MSHSAA TV.
We are entrepreneurs, doctors, vets, and storytellers. We're business leaders, educators, and performers. We are scientists, nurses, and trendsetters. We break the mold and get it done. We are visionary, world-changing magic makers. We are Stevens College. Be yourself. Be good at it. For more information, visit stevens.edu.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
And welcome back. It's still the top of the fifth inning here in a 4-3 North Callaway lead. They look to extend it. And the first pitch here, missing low. It's in the turf. And the throw back to third base. But
Whether
nobody was
it's
back
balls
to
and strikes,
second.
fouls or
and
flags,
so
your
it ends up falling. And no harm, no foul there on a 1-0 count to Madison Gordon. Well, the hit by pitch ended Natalie Underwood's run to start this one. She went 4 2/3 innings. And there's two away here as this one is a roller over to second base. The throwback to first is in time. And 4-3 on the putout. And that ends the top of the fifth inning, but not before 2 runs were scored by North Callaway. They take the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits. They do leave 2 stranded, but it's 4-3 North Callaway in the middle of the fifth. When we come back, we've got Fulton's plate appearances coming up after this on the Show Me Sports Network on MSHSAA TV.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society. Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Goodell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie!
A 4-3 lead for the North Callaway Ladybirds. And it's Fulton to see if they can end that lead for them here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Led off, and a fly ball into center field by Maddie Bright is caught. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, it was a 1-2-3 4th inning. That's now 7 consecutive batters retired, and I'd like to already apologize for the jinx that I just said right there. Natalie Underwood up at the plate. I'll apologize to half of you as this one is popped up straight back and out of play behind the stands here. Makes it an 0-1 count. Natalie Underwood, of course, 2 for 2 on the game. Well, of course, it would be her who's at the plate after I say the jinxable statement. That pitch missing away, and it's a 1-1 count. But still, you look at Megan Schmidt and really turning it around from a rough 2nd inning. And it looked like it was going to be a rough 3rd inning as well, but she retired the last 3 batters in a row, and that one missing away, and it's 2-1. She had the 5-2 force out, the fielder's choice, and then strikeout and a strikeout. And she got the 1-3 ground out in the 4th, the strikeout looking, and this one is right back to the circle and over to first base, 1-3 for the putout. So I guess Megan Schmidt is unjinxable. 8 consecutive batters retired. Now I won't even feel bad saying it. Grace Evans up at the plate, the shortstop for Fulton. 4-3 lead for North Callaway. Hornets looking to get back into this one, and that one misses away for ball number 1. Evans 2 for 2 in the game. She had the single in the 2nd that led her around to score eventually, and then a single in the 3rd as well, but that time did not come home to score. The 1-0 count misses away for ball number 2. Taking a quick practice swing right there. You look at Maddie Bright, Natalie Underwood, and Grace Evans have kind of been the boom of this lineup so far, as that one is on the outside edge for strike number 1. So, you look at entering this inning, and it was, oh man, what's going to happen? Because they had not been retired. They were a perfect 6 for 6 on plate appearances and reaching base, as this one is hit high into left field. Trailing under it and making the play in left field is Ella Slater, and that does it. 3 up, 3 down, and it was, of course, the 3 batters who all hadn't been retired up until this inning. A great job by Megan Schmidt to really keep things in North Callaway's favor, and they'll step up to the plate next to lead off the 6th inning. Can North Callaway extend their lead even further? It's 4-3 when we come back here on the Show Me Sports Network and MSHSAA TV.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the Show Me Sports Network under the broadcasting rights granted therein. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the Show Me Sports Network. Announcers are provided by the Show Me Sports Network.
And the lights are shining bright down tonight. It's playoff softball here in mid-Missouri, the Class 3 District 4 quarterfinals. The first round here between the number 4 seed Fulton Hornets and number 5 seed North Callaway Ladybirds. Leading off this inning, it's going to be Megan Schmidt, who takes the first pitch low for ball number 1 for North Callaway. Schmidt 0 for 2 on the game today, but has reached twice. Took a 4-0 walk in the 4th inning, her last time up, but also reached first on a throwing error from Natalie Underwood back in that first inning. 1-0 count is in there for strike number 1, brings it back even 1-1. Schmidt, the pitcher tonight, for North Callaway, has really been looking good in the circle, just that had that one rough inning, as that one missing high for ball number 2, and it's 2-1. And offensively, mixed results, has certainly worked the count well. Seen at least 2 balls in every plate appearance so far, as this one is hit up the middle. That gets on through for a single. She's on to first base, and a leadoff hit for North Callaway keeps the offense rolling along. Schmidt's first hit of the night is she's now 1 for 3, but has reached base on 3 separate occasions. First because of an error, second because of a walk, and now third because of the hit. And it brings up Kaimori Myers, the left-handed hitter for North Callaway. First pitch, a swing and a miss. A nice pitch by Briley Ash, who of course is back on the mound after coming in relief of Natalie Underwood back last inning. 2 pitches to get 1 out to end that 5th inning. But the leadoff hit there by Megan Schmidt, not what she wanted to do to keep that momentum, holding back on the bunt attempt, and that misses high for ball number 1. Myers 1 for 2 in the game tonight, had the RBI double back in the first inning, which is the first run of the game, and then also drew a walk in the 3rd. She grounded out, though, last time, and this one is fouled straight back into the netting. So a 1-2 count now. Myers, the center fielder. Well, her last time out, she did ground out, but it was still a quality plate appearance, seeing 6 pitches before the ground out. 1-2 count here, a swing and a miss, and she goes down swinging. That's out number 1 in the top of the 6th inning. A big out for Briley Ash, who's trying to keep this a 1-run game. North Callaway up 4-3 in the top of the 6th inning. This one's certainly going to go down as one of the better games in the district quarterfinals, really in any of the district quarterfinals, I assume. 1-0 count as that one had missed for a ball. Ella Slater up at the plate. She's been incredible tonight. Of course, had the sliding grab over in left field defensively, but also offensively has had a huge impact as that one misses low for ball number 2. She's 2 for 2 on the game with a single, a double, and a walk. She also has a run scored and an RBI. Slater, the 2-0 count now. Watches that one miss away for ball number 3. It's 3-0 to Slater. Runner still on first base with 1 away, but looking to put her into scoring position. And, hey, drawing a walk would do that for you. Here's the 3-0. Misses low, and it does just that. Runners on first and second now as Ella Slater continues her great night from the plate. And it brings up the cleanup hitter, Abigail Schmidt. Schmidt currently 0 for 3 on the game tonight. Looking to turn that around with runners on first and second. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Now an 0-1 count to the righty. Schmidt, the catcher for North Callaway. Clarify, Abigail Schmidt. As this one is a grounder up the middle over to short. A flip to second, not going to go over to first for a double play, and instead just going to keep it in the glove. That's 2 away here in the frame. So 6-4 on the fielder's choice. As Abigail Schmidt gets over to first, and a pinch runner for her will be Sophia Olson, the freshman infielder. And now Faith Cash at the plate. The right-handed batter watches the first pitch miss low and inside for ball number 1. One-0 count with runners on the corners. Faith Cash currently 0 for 3 on the game as that pitch on the lower part of the strike zone brings it even 1-1. 2 away. This is a huge spot for North Callaway. They are up 1 run here in the 6th inning, but the insurance huge as this one is hit to the right side of the infield. That gets on through. 1 run will score, and it's an RBI single for Faith Cash. A huge way to get them rolling along, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Now there's again runners on the corners as Olson moved over to third base. First pitch in there for strike number 1 to Olivia Knopflein. She had the RBI single to knot it up last inning. It's 5-3 here, and this one is off the end of the bat towards the first base line, covering over. A good job to cover for Kenzie Washington as it was 3-4 on the putout. And that does it for the top of the 6th. But again, a run was scored by North Callaway. They've got a 2-run lead. 1 run on 2 hits. They have 2 left on base, no errors, and it's 5-3 North Callaway in the middle of the 6th. We'll step aside when we come back. We've got more softball for you after this on the Show Me Sports Network on MSHSAA TV.
You want great benefits from your work, but you don't want a boring desk job. Then again, if you're active and working outside, your benefits are going to be awful, if you have any at all. Unless you work at Salter Lawn Service. 4-day work weeks with a full 40 hours, paid overtime, vacation, 401k, and full health insurance. Right now, Salter is looking for career-minded workers, so get started with a career you'll love and benefits you can actually brag about. Apply now at salterlawnservice.com.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Sixth inning of action resuming for you here on the Show Me Sports Network on MSHSAA TV as Kenzie Washington leads things off for Fulton. They're down 2 runs, trying to keep their season alive. Fulton, the 4 seed, against North Callaway's 5th seed, but really there wasn't much separating these 2 teams entering tonight's game, and you can certainly see that on the scoreboard. Just a 2-run game. Kenzie Washington, 1-0 count to her as the first pitch missed for ball number 1. 1-0 count is going to miss again, and it's 2-0 to the lefty. Washington is 0 for 1 on the game, was hit by a pitch in the second inning and had the RBI on it, but grounded into the force out with the bases loaded in the third inning. That was her last plate appearance. This one is hit softly to the right side of the infield, running up on it, second to first for the out. Faith Cash tossing it on over to Leah Bondurant. That's out number 1, and well, that's 10 consecutive batters retired by Megan Schmidt. She has hit double digits on the streak, and that was after myself jinxing it earlier, which is even more impressive in my eyes. This one in there for strike number 1 to Olivia Weaver, who is 0 for 2 on the game. She's struck out both times she's been up at the plate, so hoping for a better result here. See if she can turn her night around. Want to put one in play if you can, as that one missed high and away for ball number 1. You really just got this inning and, of course, the 7th inning coming up next, as that one misses away for ball number 2. It's a 2-1 count, so down 2 runs. It's not just a 1-run game. You can't really wait and hope that you'll get it in your final inning. You got to make the most of what you have right now. 2-1 to the right fielder is just missing for ball number 3. Looked like a low and outside pitch. Just barely missing that strike zone. So a 3-1 count to Weaver. Here's the pitch. It's a slap hit down the third base line, but foul. And the count is full. Certainly working up that pitch count there as Megan Schmidt is nearing 100 pitches on the game. So the 3-2 count is Schmidt looking back at her arm for the pitch. Here it is. It's off the end of the bat, but a foul tip that was caught by Abigail Schmidt, and that is out number 2. So a strikeout swinging, and it brings up Karai Camp. First pitch is a swing and a miss, and makes it an 0-1 count to her. Pitch number 100 about to be on the way from Megan Schmidt, as this one is hit off the glove at first base, picked up, flipped back. What a play defensively to end that 6th inning. What defense out there. It was off the glove of Leah Bondurant, and then it was picked up on the backup by Faith Cash, who flipped it back to Bondurant on first base for the out. So it goes down as a 3-4-3 in the scorebook, and that does it for this 6th inning. It's still 5-3 North Callaway. They look to extend that lead even further in the 7th and final inning of the game. We'll be back after this on the Show Me Sports Network and MSHSAA TV.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
And welcome back in. It's the final inning of action of the season for one of these teams, and for the other, it's just the final inning of another game. And we'll have to see which team that ends up being. And actually, I mean, I guess it could not be. We could be going to extra, so I might have just lied right there. But nonetheless, it's a 5-3 game entering the 7th inning as North Callaway gets back to work. The first pitch from Briley Ash is hit into right field. That gets down for a hit, and it's by the right fielder's glove. That's going back to the fence. It's a double and possibly more. She's rounding for third base, and a triple here. A leadoff triple for Kendra Pennell. And that's quite the way to start off the inning. Really getting things rolling along here, Kendra Pennell. Trying to extend this lead, and it's looking good. All they got to do is put a ball in play, basically. First pitch to Leah Bondurant is fouled back into the netting. Briley Ash back there in the circle. She relieved Natalie Underwood, the starter, back in the 5th inning. Since then has allowed the 1 run, but that's it, as this one is fouled out of play on the right side, 0-2. Really a key spot here for Briley Ash. I mean, you feel like you've got to keep this a 2-run game at this point. 7th inning. Still a 5-3 game, but you're going to need to pull out everything that you have offensively. Even at this point, as that one misses away, 1-2. And for Briley Ash, in order to keep this one the 2-run game, in order to keep that runner on third base, you feel like you've got to go for the strikeout. Allowing a ball in play is almost certainly going to bring that runner home. Pennell ready to go. Now Briley Ash set on the rubber. She fires as this one is an off-speed, but stayed just enough on top of that one to foul it off for Bondurant. Leadoff triple from Kendra Pennell, and Leah Bondurant with the 1-2 count now with nobody out. This pitch is hit to the right side of the infield. It's caught in the air. Good job. Well, the first baseman over there. That was Natalie Underwood, who made the switch over to first base. So still a runner on third base with 1 away. Madison Gordon up at the plate. The first pitch here, it's a bunt attempt, but it drops foul. So an 0-1 count now. On deck, Megan Schmidt. And following that, Kaimori Myers, if it gets that far. Of course, Fulton hoping that it won't get that far. Gordon, the left-handed batter, will swing at this one, send it right back up the middle, catches the runner in motion and watches her go back. A great play on the comebacker by Briley Ash. That is staying attentive and making sure the runner does not take off from third base, and then going and getting the out at first. 1-3 on the putout, and there's 2 away in this 7th inning. Really a key play right there. And now it's up to Megan Schmidt to see if she can add to this already 2-run North Callaway lead. First pitch is hit high into left field. Running up on it, it will be caught. Out number 3 is Karai Camp. Runs up on that one and makes the play for out number 3. So despite the leadoff triple by Kendra Pennell, no runs scored. And they leave her there after just that one hit. And, well, it's a 5-3 lead for the final shot that Fulton has to keep their season alive. We'll come back to that after this on the Show Me Sports Network on Misha TV.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Layla Underwood to lead off this 7th inning and get things started back to the top of the order for Fulton as the Hornets look to extend their year even further. Due up, Layla Underwood, of course, leading off, and Miley Hawkins on deck with Briley Ash in the hole. Maddie Bright would be after that if it gets that far. North Callaway hoping to end this game before it gets to that point. They need just 3 outs for one of these teams' seasons. Layla Underwood is going to foul this one straight back into the netting. Brings the count 0-1. Underwood is 1 for 3 on the game. She singled in the second, a 2 RBI single. That scored 2 of the team's 3 runs. That was actually the last time that Fulton scored, as this one misses high for ball number 1. It's a 1-1 count. 12 consecutive batters retired by Megan Schmidt. Can she keep that streak going right now? That's the key. 1-1 count. Misses outside. It's 2-1. Oh, it was on the outside edge. It's 1-2. So 1-2 count here. Swings and misses. Strike number 3 caught her going around. And that's 1 away. Fulton down to their last 2 outs on the season after the leadoff strikeout of Layla Underwood, and it's Miley Hawkins. The first pitch on the outside edge for strike number 1. Hawkins 0 for 2 on the game. 1 strikeout. Also took a walk, though. 0-1 count. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. Down 2 runs. You can't get all of it back in one swing right now. You got to know that. The key is to get on base at this point. 0-2 count. Misses high for ball number 1. Hawkins holding off on it. She struck out looking back in the 4th inning, drew the walk in the 2nd, but grounded out to second base in the 1st inning. The 1-2. Sent up the middle of the infield over to shortstop. The throw to first is a bit low, but it's picked up and in time for out number 2. 6-3 on the putout, and Fulton is down to their final out. And it's up to Briley Ash to see if she can keep the season alive. North Callaway's Megan Schmidt retiring 14 consecutive batters. Can she make it 15 to finish it off? That pitch missing high. Ash nearly going around, though. It's 1-0. Schmidt looking to fire. She goes. This one sent up the middle into center field, and it's caught. The game is over. North Callaway is moving on to the semifinals. 15 consecutive batters retired by Megan Schmidt to end the game. And after what looked like a rough start for North Callaway, they turn this one around. They get the different result from the regular season game. And the Ladybirds are moving on to take on Centralia on October 19th at 11 a.m. That's this Saturday. And a big game coming up. We'll step aside and post-game stats, numbers, and recap. That all comes up next here on the Show Me Sports Network on Misha TV.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, RE/MAX Boone Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, RE/MAX Boone Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
Well, hello and welcome back into the Show Me Sports Network's post-game show of course, the Class 3 District 4 softball quarterfinals between North Callaway and Fulton. It was a 5-3 North Callaway victory over the Fulton Hornets. Ended up being a very good game, kind of as we had expected. These two teams were very well matched, and I think we saw that on the field, but it ended up being Megan Schmidt who came up with the headliner, finishing off the last 15 consecutive batters, and just overall a really, really good game from North Callaway to come back from down 3-2 and really put their foot on this game near the end, and they played very well down the stretch. But that's nothing against what Fulton did out there. They had a very good season, and they had a lot to hang their heads high on. But, of course, for a lot of them, they will be heading home disappointed. And the seniors on that team, of course, having the great year that they had, are hoping that they had some good memories in that year. Briley Ash, Maddie Bright, Grace Evans, Miley Hawkins, Layla Underwood, Natalie Underwood, and Olivia Weaver, all seniors on that Fulton team. And, well, that will be their last game as a Fulton Hornet for the softball squad. So overall, disappointing for them. But let's go back and ahead and take a look back at the numbers for each of these teams. Of course, 5 runs on 9 hits with no errors and 11 left on base for North Callaway. They had plenty of base runners and traffic on the base paths throughout the game. The problem for them, at least in those middle few innings, was getting them across. They went from that second to fourth inning. They didn't score at all in between there, and that really seemed like it would be a problem. Fulton had some momentum, but the Hornets weren't able to get that offense going. You know, you look back at that fifth inning, and that's where it really turned on them, because North Callaway, they were getting those runners on, but they finally started to get them across, and Fulton not being able to get those runners on base. That was their problem at that point in the game, and really Megan Schmidt doing a great job out there on the mound. You look at her throughout the entire game, and that second and third inning, there were some question marks there, specifically in the second inning, allowing those 3 runs on 4 hits. Third inning, she allowed 2 hits as well and the walk, but then finished it off with 3 consecutive batters retired, and from there she did not look back, retiring the next 12 consecutive runners. So 15 in a row, and throughout the game she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts on the night, and some really impressive stuff from her in order to do that. And, well, you look back at overall in the game, and it was North Callaway's night. Let's take a look back at specific stat lines for that Fulton offense. Layla Underwood, she led off the night, went 1 for 4 on the game with a strikeout and a 2 RBI single. Miley Hawkins batting second. She went 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Briley Ash, the first baseman, went 0 for 4. Maddie Bright, the third baseman, went 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a walk. Natalie Underwood went 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. Grace Evans, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. Kenzie Washington went 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and an RBI. Olivia Weaver went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And Taylin Clark 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Karai Camp was a pinch hitter for her and then played left field after that. She was 0 for 2 with a strikeout as well. As for the other side of the ball, Natalie Underwood going 4 2/3 innings before she was pulled, and Briley Ash coming in to replace her. Underwood allowed 4 runs, Briley Ash allowing just 1 of those 5 runs in those final 2 1/3 innings of the game, for Ash, of course, finishing in the 7th inning. As for the offensive side of the ball for North Callaway, Megan Schmidt leading off. She went 1 for 4 on the game with a single and reaching on an error as well. She also struck out looking and took a walk. Kaimori Myers was batting second. She went 1 for 3 on the game with a strikeout, a walk, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Ella Slater batting third. She went 2 for 2 with a single, a double, 2 walks, an RBI, and a run scored. Really stuffing that stat sheet. Abigail Schmidt batting cleanup. She went 0 for 4 in the game and reached base just the one time on the force out, the fielder's choice, and then advanced over to, and then was pinch ran for by Sophia Olson, who made it over to third base, but no further. Schmidt also had a strikeout. Faith Cash went 1 for 4 in the game with 2 strikeouts and a single. Olivia Knopflein went 1 for 3 in the game with a single, an RBI, a run scored, and a walk. Kendra Pinnell, the shortstop, went 2 for 4 with a double, a triple, an RBI as well. Leah Bondurant went 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a strikeout, and Madison Gordon went 1 for 4 with a triple. And that is the stats and scores for you. The final score, it was 5-3. North Callaway beat Fulton, and they will be facing Centralia on Saturday at 11 a.m. for the district semifinals. That's going to do it for us tonight from the Show Me Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in on Misha TV, and until next time, I've been Austin Thomas. Have a great rest of your night.
You've been listening to the biggest and absolute best coverage in mid-Missouri on the exclusive home Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, Sawdust Studios, and Zealous WBGT. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com or find us on Facebook by searching the Show Me Sports Network. The Show Me Sports
by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.